And the most scientific process to make our work significant is to begin to speak truth. But we are afraid, damn afraid of speaking truth out, because we wrongly believe that it is very, very inconvenient. We deceive ourselves by thinking, but there are many inconveniences in trying to speak truth. In believing so, we live in a very, very inconvenient state of life daily, a painful life of tensions and complexes in the mind, and we go into involvements and difficulties than to begin to speak truth. We do not understand the simple truth that when we begin to speak truth, life becomes simple and straight, and all the involvements will disappear, and it is the only way to live happily. But many people do not prefer to live happily, and they want to live happily, but they do not prefer to live happily because they do not follow the path to live happily. If you go into the details of the yoga practice, yoga in its true sense, called the Eightfold Yoga Path of Patanjali, the very first step, first of the 8 steps includes truth speaking, and not only truth speaking, but also truthfulness. Truthfulness is something more than truth speaking, because if you take a cassette of tape recorder and reproduce the speech you have made, it reproduces exactly, including our cough, but you cannot call it truth speaker. Can we say that the cassette is speaking truth? Because real truth speaking includes truthfulness as an attitude. Truth more exists in attitude than in speech. So, the wise student of yoga begins to practice truthfulness as an attitude, and incidentally he begins to speak truth. The capacity to speak truth can be got only by having the attitude of truthfulness. It includes the relationship with others. When we begin to have the attitude of truthfulness to others, then we will be able to speak truth. And when we make the required training for truth speaking, it may take some time, only a few months and not more than that, because within those few months we have to break up some of our obligations with others. Sometimes in the beginning we do not know the art of truth speaking. We will be very harsh in the name of truth speaking in the beginning, and some people are mistaken that truth speaking is harsh always. They are proud of declaring that they speak truth though it is painful to others. That means they are still fools. They are just in the beginning of trying to speak truth. That means they do not know how to speak truth. Elderly people teach us that truth speaking is always sweet. One of the instructions of truth speaking among the scriptures is like this: speak truth, speak pleasant, do not speak truth unpleasantly, and do not speak untruth to be pleasant. These are the injunctions of truth speaking, and he says this is the way how the experts speak truth. They make truth palatable and pleasant. Just as medicine can be made sweet, for example in homeopathy, any medicine can be made sweet. So also you have the art of making any truth palatable and pleasant to others.